Welcome to part 2 of the Apex Advanced tutorial, creating a tabular form, brought to you by M&S Consulting. On the screen is a brief list of requirements, starting points, and location of the full article with more information. This tutorial will pick up right where part 1 left off. Okay, here we have our tabular form. It's all well and good, it works well, but one of the problems is that, well, if you have to remember all these department IDs, there's a chance of a miss key. So what we're going to do here is we're going to extend the form and make it so that the department IDs are more easily editable. What we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to the bottom of the page, and on the bar we're going to click Edit Page 2. This is going to bring up our page editing screen, and I'm going to take a second and expand the page here. On the right hand side, under Shared Components, you will see an entry that says List of Values. And here we're going to click the only icon that's here right now, which is the icon which will help us create a new list. So we're going to be creating a new list of values from scratch. And we click Next. Going to give it a name. This will be the name that any part of the application will be able to find it as. So we're going to call it DEPT-ID, all in capital letters, and it's going to be a dynamic list. In other words, it'll be based on the actual table data and will change as the table data changes. And here we can enter in our query. The syntax for the query is printed above the box, so we're going to take and erase what's in the box, which is basically there as a rough form, and we're going to tell it to select distinct and then department underscore ID space A. This is our display value for each entry in the list, and then comma department underscore ID space B, and then from OEHR underscore employees. A list of value allows you to have a displayed value and a return value that are different. Click the Create List, and what Apex will do is it will run a test against the query, and we have an error in the query, so it shows us the error. In this case, I forgot to properly spell the second department in the list. So we go and we're going to fix this, and then we'll click Create List of Values again, and the system will retest it, and it should pass this time. Okay, now the list is created, but you'll notice that even under List of Values it's not shown. This is normal, basically because the list has not yet been used anywhere in the application. So we're going to go under the left side of the page, under Page Rendering, and under Regions we'll see our tabular form, and we'll click Report. This will allow us to edit the report itself. And here you see is the report screen, and it lists every single column that is displayed, including the employee ID, because that's the key, and that doesn't get displayed. To the left of it is a little pencil mark, so we're going to click the pencil mark next to Department ID, since that's the column we want to edit. And here is the column attribute screen. We have to make two changes here. We scroll down a little bit under Tabular Form Element. Its display as is going to be changed to a select list with a named LOV. And then we're going to scroll down a little bit more, and we'll find one that says LOV, or List of Values. We can drop down and select Department ID, and those are the changes we need to make. All of these subsections are also in a navigator bar at the top of the page. So we scroll back up, we click Apply Changes, and then up in the right hand side here we're going to click this little traffic light icon, and that will rerun this page. As you can see, here's our report, and now the department ID is a drop-down box which contains all of the valid department IDs in the system, making the form a little more easier to use. We hope you found this tutorial informative, and we look forward to seeing you again in our next walkthrough of the next section of the advanced tutorials for Apex.